Babadoa Chi-Chi-Cho, Duel Commander, go, go, go. Duel Commander on the way, Babadoa Chi-Chi-Chay. Like and subscribe, please.
Just real quick before we get started, a huge shout out to Lexi Nason Art. I had these couple altars done for the holidays. This is a static prison. This is an Undermountain adventure. Two of my favorite cards to play. Um, Lexi does amazing art, and these altars are incredible. So her Instagram link is in the description below. Thanks so much. Hello, and a Babadoa Chi Chi Cho. Welcome to another episode of Dualcast MTG. Today I'm playing Helga Skittish Seer. I've played the other two Bloomborough 3 mana frogs on the channel in Flubs and Glarb, and finished we would do the entire trilogy. Also, Helga's Bant. I love Bant. So, what does Helga do? Helga is green, white, and blue for a 1/3. Whenever you cast a creature spell with mana value 4 or greater, you draw a card, gain 1 life, and put a +1/+1 counter on Helga. She taps to add X mana of any one color, where X is her power. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells with mana value 4 or greater, or creature spells with X in their mana costs. The idea for this deck is ramp out Helga, start casting 4-drops. Helga can be a super powerful engine, and she also has access to a pretty fun combo that Ryan from Dueling Grounds told me about in Ancestral Statue and Intruder Alarm. The way this works is you get Helga's power up to 4, or it can be lower to start. You cast Ancestral Statue, Intruder Alarm untaps Helga, Ancestral Statue returns to your hand, you cast it again with Helga, she untaps, and we get infinite mana for creature spells with CMC 4 or more, or with X in their value. So this is infinite mana dumped into a creature. It's pretty cool. I don't expect it necessarily to happen, but if it does, I will be absolutely stoked. This is not the best or most efficient combo, and it requires your commander to stick around for an extended period of time, which can be a little tough in the format, but it is definitely very cool. So once we get that infinite creature mana, or if we just have a big Helga with a ton of counters, we've got 4 excellent mana sinks. Goldvein Hydra, where if you are comboing with Intruder Alarm and Statue, you just make a gigantic, hasty Trampler and attack for lethal. Stonecoil Serpent doesn't get to attack right away, but it does have trample and protection from multicolored. This card can be really nice in specific matchups against monocolored decks. Not as much, but I like it, and sometimes just casting a 5/5 can get you there. Walking Ballista as our main win condition. Dump all of your mana into it, shoot your opponent to death. If you've played Magic for a bit, you know Walking Ballista. It's arguably the best mana sink in Magic if you have infinite mana or just a ton to spend. Wan Shi Tong as additional card draw. Wan Shi Tong has been a very strong mana sink in the format since it came out, and having a huge flying vigilant beater that also draws cards is really, really strong. For our tutor package, we have Bright Glass Gearhulk to go get our X mana creatures, not Wan Shi Tong, but Ballista, Stonecoil Serpent, or Goldvein Hydra. If we do have billions of mana, just get the game over with on the spot. Ella Damri's Call, because we are a toolboxy deck, and I will obviously be getting into that. Enlightened Tutor can get us either Ancestral Statue or Intruder Alarm if we have either of them. Eladamri's Call can get Ancestral Statue or one of our payoffs. Green Sun Zenith can be a little... It's our most awkward X spell just because you can't put Helga's mana into it. But it's also a ramp spell getting Dryad Arbor. And Green Sun Zenith is just really strong. So in a rampy deck, definitely going to be playing it. Starfield Shepherd is great in this deck. Playing a lot of reduced cost creatures with CMC4 or more is really strong. Starfield Shepherd gets us our mana sinks or additional mana in a dork, and then casting it for 2, pumping Helga, recasting it later to get more cards, more life, more counters. Starfield Shepherd, I think, is an all-star in this deck. And then Survival of the Fittest, because it's broken, and we're playing, I think, 43 creatures, so why would you not play Survival of the Fittest in a format in which it's legal and you're doing that? I'm playing 6 clones. When I was kind of brewing this deck, it started with just Phyrexian Metamorph and Mockingbird, because Mockingbird you can dump your Helga mana into, and Phyrexian Metamorph has a reduced cost. One of the reasons I really wanted to play this deck is I was testing Helga in Ang at the Crossroads, and she's just kind of a house once she gets going, and having multiple Helgas can go bonkers really, really fast. So our other 4 clones are the ones that copy your creature but don't make them legendary. So that's Chameleon, Master of Disguise, Sakashima of 1,000 Faces, Sakashima the Imposter, and Spark Double. If we can get 2 Helgas and cast an evoke creature or something and just start pumping them up and making trillions of mana, that feels really, really strong. The rest of the deck, other than 4-drops and payoffs, is really mana. So we have a ton of ramp, 12 ramp pieces, and I didn't put Dryad Arbor in this section, but you arguably could. However, we've got Arbor Elf, Avacyn's Pilgrim, Birds of Paradise, Llanowar Elves, Findhorn Elves, Elvish Mystic, Delighted Halfling, Noble Hierarch, Utopia Sprawl, and Wildgrowth. Playing all of the reasonable 1-mana ramp creatures. I'm not playing Boreal Druid because it doesn't cast Helga. Our game plan for this deck is really, for our mana, is to go 1-3-4. That can get disrupted really easily, but that is the game plan. Badger Molcub with all these mana dorks and earthbending. This card is just so insane. Anytime I watch Standard now, it looks to me like a mix of Pioneer and Modern, mostly because of Badger Molcub. In a game where you can stack these, so maybe cloning it a couple times, you just sometimes have 8 mana out of nowhere, and that feels amazing. Overlord of the Hauntwoods is a really good ramp creature that also has that reduced cost, so if you have maybe a smaller Helga, tapper, impend your Overlord, get your land token, get your extra card, get your life, get your counter on Helga. This card is really good early, and then is a 6/5 beater that ramps you when it attacks late. Overlord's great in this deck. More cards. We want more cards. Winning is less important than cards. Tulane functions very similarly to Helga, but also draws you a card and ramps you if you just cast a mana dork. Disciple of Freyalise is an MDFC that I think this deck has kind of unique access to. If you're really low on life, if you're kind of hellbent and you have maybe a 4/5 Helga that can't get through on combat, sometimes it's fine to just sacrifice her to Disciple of Freyalise, draw a bunch of cards, gain a bunch of life, get back into the game. Null Drifter, you can cast it for 3 and draw 2 cards. It triggers Helga. I also had Mole Drifter in the deck, but when you do have a lot of mana, casting a 4/4 with Annihilator 1 feels a lot better than casting a 2/2 flyer. The 7 mana for the hard cast doesn't feel incredibly different to the 5 sometimes in this deck, and we will very, very rarely be hard casting this card anyway. Overlord of the Flood Pits also made its way into this deck for the same reasons as Overlord of the Hauntwoods. the reduced cost to trigger Helga, getting the really good selection, draw 2, discard 1. The entire Overlord cycle is very powerful. There's a real slam dunk here. Palace Jailer as removal and take the Monarch. It's a 4-drop. Parcel Beast is, I think, sick in this deck. If we're kind of running unchecked, you mutate the Parcel Beast onto Helga, trigger Helga, boost her base power by 1, put a counter on her. If you mutate this onto an elf or something, just being able to accrue cards and extra land drops off the ability. And the mutate cost is only 2. So Parcel Beast is sweet. I don't know how well it will necessarily play, but it is cool. Quantum Riddler, draw cards, cast it for 2, recast it for 5 later, trigger Helga. The creatures with the reduced cost are just great in this deck. And then we have our 2 racked initiative creatures. I do think of the initiative as card advantage, right? You draw a card by getting your basic, you pump a thing or scry, you drain your opponent or make a treasure, you literally draw a card, or you make a skeleton, and then you look at the top 10 and dump something out. So the initiative is just a very strong win con and synergizes very, very well in this deck. Under Mountain Adventurer, making us extra mana is great. Seasoned Dungeoneer as a guaranteed attacker is also great. We're playing quite a bit of Interaction, Protection, and Hate. I lumped these all together because so many of them kind of serve multiple functions, I guess, or are free or whatever. Appa is great in this deck if you kind of grind to a halt or don't have a 4-drop in hand. You can Appa whatever creatures you already have on the battlefield, and then trigger Helga by recasting them for the 2 off the airbend. Appa has been really great in this deck. It's great protection for your creatures, and having flash on a 3/4 flyer is also just nice. I chose this over Restoration Angel because I think it does more in the deck. We're playing all the reasonable free counter spells. So that's Daze, Glare of Denial, Force of Negation, Mental Misstep, Misdirection, and Subtlety. Subtlety triggers Helga for free. It's one of the most powerful interactions in the format. This feels like an incredible include. Mental Misstep is broken. That's why it's banned in so many places. Misdirection is the one I'm still not sold on, but sometimes just barreling through a counterspell or redirecting a Swords to Plowshares can turn the game. And our blue count is pretty high with all of the clones and other blue creatures. Same goes for Force of Negation. Glare of Denial is really an emergency. If you have to sacrifice Helga to make sure you don't die, losing your commander is preferable to losing the game. And Daze is obviously quite the broken tempo card. I'm going to switch this printing of Elish Norn Mother of Machines because the Phyrexian makes me nuts. Elish Norn Mother of Machines, you can play 5-drops in this deck. And with how powerful ETBs and flicker and recursive strategies are in the format right now, I feel that there are some decks that just can't beat Elish Norn. Notably, it's very good against Lumra. Lumra is all over Moto right now, and turning off the ETB that mills the cards and returns the lands to the battlefield can just be totally game turning. Foundation Breaker is awesome. Just disenchant that also triggers Helga. The 2/2 body doesn't matter much, but I've been really liking Foundation Breaker. It is sorcery speed, but still very powerful in this deck.
Grand Arbity Augustine the Fourth.
White spells you cast cost 1 less. Blue spells you cast cost 1 less. Spells your opponent cast cost 1 more. There's a lot of Storm on Magic Online, and because we are a little toolboxy with all of our tutors, Grand Arbiter can just win the game, and it triggers Helga. So, also reducing the costs of our higher CMC creatures is great. I love Grand Arbiter. It makes me happy. Legolas's quick reflexes as protection for Helga, removal when you retap her, so you deal damage equal to her power to a creature on the other side of the battlefield, split second, so it can't be countered, and it can also work as ramp. You tap Helga for mana, untap her with reflexes, retap her for mana. I think this card is pretty much an auto-include in green decks in Duel Commander right now, but don't quote me on that. Myrel, Shield of Argive, as our Grand Abolisher Voice of Victory effect. Just we get our turns to ourselves because we have a combo finish. That's really important. She also makes bodies when she attacks. So Myrel is a really good combat object with upside. And I'm not sure if it's actually better to be playing her than something like Kutzil, Malamet Exemplar that can also draw you cards off of your commander. But I was finding some tension in having other 3-drops in the deck. So I'm going with Myrel instead of something else. Parallax Wave is broken. One-sided board wipe, protect your stuff, get the game over with, turn it around. Basically all white decks in Duel should be playing this card, except for maybe Amalia Luris, if that's even still a deck. That deck puts up intermittent results, but if I'm playing white, I'm playing Parallax Wave. Belia is kind of just too good not to play. She also has really great synergy with Starfield Shepherd and Quantum Riddler and Overlords and the Initiative and flickering your Parallax Wave. Felga is Belia is an incredibly powerful magic card, and she fits really well into this deck, so playing her as well. Rest in peace. Graveyards are really important right now. Like I said, Moto has become quite the combo meta, so rest in peace turns those decks off. Lear, Rog Ikra struggles against this card. Lumra struggles against this card. Being able to fight against combo on Moto is really important right now. I also thought about adding a Helm of Obedience just because it seemed fun, but it's such a brick otherwise, so rest in peace, no Helm. Reverent Mantra as our free protection can sometimes win the game by giving your creatures protection from their blockers and getting through, declaring blocks, and then giving protection from the necessary color to win combat. Reverent Mantra in white-based creature decks is also a must-play. Solitude as our free removal that triggers Helga. Static Prison to deal with any permanent temporarily and gets tutored off of Brightglass Gearhulk. I really like Static Prison, just in general as a magic card. I maybe include it in too many lists, but because there's so many reasonable flex slots in Duel Commander, this is a card I really like playing. Swift Reconfiguration as both removal and protection. Stop their creature from attacking you, stop it from blocking, or if they go for creature removal on Helga, you Swift Reconfigure her. She still has her mana ability and will continue to grow and draw you cards. Swords to Plowshares, it's the best creature removal. Fencer Shaper Savant is just one of my favorite magic cards ever. So this is a deck it can be reasonably utilized in. I'm playing it. I also had Cataclysmic Gearhulk as my other favorite creature just ever. I don't think it was unreasonable, but also it wasn't great, so I cut that, but I kept Fencer. And Witch Enchanter as our other MDFC. That is a disenchant that triggers Helga. Then, the real reason to play this deck. Send them to the Stone Age. Our commander makes mana. We've got creatures that make mana. Armageddon them and cackle. Even if you lose, no lands. No lands for anyone. Yeah, Armageddon. I love Armageddon. really excited to just play a deck that has Armageddon. You can put it in other decks, but Armageddon. We're not playing too many tech lands. Just Boseiju, Dryad Arbor, Gemstone Caverns, and Mistrise Village. The control decks are a problem for us. So Mistrise Village is really nice to have, and Boseiju is some of the best removal. So that's basically the deck. We've got 33 lands that just make mana plus our 3 Surveil lands. And this is Helga Skittish Seer, Return of the Frog Die, whatever the last movie in the original Star Wars trilogy is, but with frogs. Let's go duel. Okay. Round 1, we're on the draw against Atraxa. This cannot be a good matchup. Also, our hand is bad. It's just lands and Walking Ballista. But we have a Gemstone Caverns. I'm gonna keep it. It's bad. But you can't make me not keep it. We'll pitch the Prismatic Vista because basics don't matter in this matchup. Come on, good draw. That's not a good draw. I'm gonna Surveil before they can put like a Tail's End or something online. And we'll go Meticulous Archive. Why did I keep this? No more lands. Please, no more lands. The only way Solitude is decent in this matchup is if they just go like Psychic Frog and we draw a white card. This is gonna be maybe not great. Metamorph is a card. That is a spell. Well, my viewers, I did a bad. This is not looking great. Also, oh no, I wanted to put her on top. I have 6. Crud. I would have absolutely just put her on top. Spew. Moto Spew. Stock up. Sure. I might just cast a Ballista on 2 and try to attack. Doesn't seem like the worst plan right now. Not like I have anything else going on. Stonecoil Serpent is better to cast as a 4/4. Let's do that. What land do I need? I would like a Savannah. At least we didn't get uber punished by not putting Felia on top. Still wasn't great, but now we have a 4/4. Baleful Strix, we have protection from that. Bounce land. With Atraxa in these bounce, I guess it like isn't an unreasonable way to ramp, kind of. I don't know. How worried am I here about Mana Tithe? Not worried enough is the answer. Do you have it? No. Okay. I wish I had a white card really badly now, because just going Solitude and replacing the Solitude while removing something, or replacing the card you pitch, pretty good. Don't wrath me. That's all I ask. Don't wrath me. We could also metamorph the Baleful Strix. Might not be bad just in general. They have 5 mana, no Dream Halls. No Dream Halls. Well, that's also not great. They go plus instead of minus. Okay, redrawn. Alice Jailer seems good. I would like to cast that card, please. Or do I want to No, I would like the Monarch if we can get it. Let's always yield to Helga's trigger. Getting countered. Turn Scolding. Sure. And we did not draw a white card. So I can Parcel Beast onto the Stonecoil Serpent and kill Teferi. Or we can Metamorph, but that doesn't kill Teferi. And I would like to kill Teferi, I think. Yeah, let's kill Teferi. I think that's where I want to be at. Card is pretty good. I can only mutate onto Helga. That's fine. Why can't I mutate onto you? Can you not mutate onto artifacts? I don't know how mutate works. It's fine. Survival of the fittest. Put the Parcel Beast over Helga. What we can do is cast Ballista for 2. Well, let's go to combat first. I'm overthinking it a little bit. Let's attack Teferi. We know we're doing that. They're consulting the star charts. That's okay. If they find a Solitude, that would be a blowout. Teferi's too good, though. Okay. So it doesn't matter what color we use here. Helga is now a parcel beast. And let's shoot down to Fairy and pass. That seemed like a good turn. And now we can metamorph Parcel Beast Helga. I kind of want to play more mutants. It's not smart or good, but I do want to do it. We can also just start survivaling. So, like, how does Atraxa do against an Elishnorn Mother of Machines? We'll probably find out. Or not, because they have 5 cards in hand and a lot of mana. Don't do it. Don't Wrath. Don't Wrath. Besa. Besa? Okay. Strikes me as a little odd, but who am I to say? Okay, let's cast Survival. Hopefully there's no Force of Negation here. Doesn't appear to be. Let's wait, I need to do math. 3. Do we metamorph first? I think I metamorph first. Yeah, I want to draw my card first. And we will make another Helga Beast. And now we'll pitch the Solitude. And we'll go get Elish Mommy, wherever she may be. And then we'll cast Elish Mommy, draw 2, and now we can Subtlety as well. Or pitch the Spark Double to Survival also seems good. Can't get through on combat yet, but Elishnorn has to be a real problem for them, so let's pass. We have a huge Helga and another Helga. And this one might just be on draw card duty with the Parcel Beast ability. Aya's Guile, okay. Sacrifice the Walking Ballista. And now we are in a holding pattern. So what do we get? Do we just take the initiative here? Seems really strong. Or we can Spark Double again. I think it's just take the initiative. I'll pitch Spark Double. Yeah, I'll pitch Spark Double. That may have been silly. I could have... Maybe it would have been smarter to just Spark Double Elishnorn. But we're going to take the initiative twice here. Oh, Grand Arbiter.
Grand Arbiter Augustine.
And we are popping off. You love to see it. Let's forge onto Stone Coil Serpent. Kind of makes sense to me. Now let's do it on this. We're going nutso butso. Yeah, I'm just casting spells. I don't even care what happens.
Grand Arbiter Augustine.
I'm just having fun now. We're flooding out like crazy, though. I pitched the Solitude. Do we just keep... Yeah, I want to keep going nuts. Goodbye, Subtlety. This is pretty crazy. This is pretty crazy. What do we get? Could get the Ancestral statue. Could get Appa. Appa seems really good. I'm going to get Appa. Yeah! Okay, and now we have our combo. Oh, I don't have enough mana to Intruder Alarm, though. I think that's fine. Walking Ballistas in the graveyard, but we can get... How do we get Goldvein Hydra? Survival of the Fittest. But I can't pass. Well, we're going nuts. Oh, baby. Oh, baby! Look at this! Look at this craziness! Oh, right, it doesn't matter what color mana we have. This is bonkers. Take the initiative twice more. Make some allies. My Lanta. We're doing it. Right time out, but we're doing it. Let's trap you. A Wrath here would break my heart. Win or lose, this is nuts! Do I pour all the mana into the Stone Coil Serpent? I don't think so. Okay, now we can Goldvein Hydra. What if we just get rid of the Strix? We don't have any untappers other than this Intruder Alarm that we can't cast, which is kind of a bummer. Let's Season Dungeoneer. Make them dead next turn. I think they're already dead next turn, but we'll pitch Disciple of Freyalise is the worst card in this hand. Season Dungeoneer. We're doing it! Oh my word, we're doing it. Season Dungeoneer doesn't protect her. Heal to all. Take the initiative again. Put in an Overlord just because we can. What are we discarding? We're discarding lands, obviously. All right, no more basics. Combat, we'll lose our mana. Declare attackers, we don't have any right now. And then we'll pass. This league is already a success. Get rid of basically everything but creatures and Intruder Alarm. We don't need basics. That deals us damage. Also a land, that's also a land, that's also a land. I could have recast the Stone Coil Serpent, but Whatever. I am a happy camper. I am a happy camper. I'm down to 15 minutes on clock because I'm just having too much fun. Let's forge onto, I guess, the Seasoned Engineer. Walking Ballistas in the graveyard. Bummer. All right, let's just survival and try to just get this one over with, I guess. I'll stop having the most fun in the world. Wan Shi Tong we don't need. Yeah, I want a combo. I want a combo. Intruder Alarm. Ancestral. Helga's making 13 mana. That's nuts. Could we just win the game? Probably. Do I care to? Oh. Oh, can we just, like, trap them over and over? That was the wrong thing to do. Whatever. They're at 16. Let's tap you. We're green. Yeah, we can just take the initiative, like, infinite times. I'm just gonna do that. I do actually, like, low-key just want to draw some counter spells. All right, we're going to timeout because I'm having too much fun. We're also just at 37. Opponent, I am sorry. I know this is probably not very fun, but I am having the time of my life. Overlord. Overlord. Let's go. All right. Fine. Goodbye, Foundation Breaker. Where's Goldvein Hydra? Wish I had the stupid Walking Ballista. Where are you, buddy? Yeah! We're doing it! Click, 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 click. I used all of our clock for fun, just showing them the whole deck. Combat. Declare attackers. Back. How many cards do we have left? We only have 37 cards left in deck. If they have some sort of trick here, I'll be so sad. Okay. They went to negative 88. I wasted all our clock, but I had so much fun. Who cares? What a good time. I didn't even look at this hand before keeping it. This hand is not good. Oh, this hand is, like, seriously not good. Should we just concede and just go to game 3? I only have 10 minutes on clock. That might be smarter. If we don't draw a mana dork or a land, I'm conceding. Okay, well, not conceding yet. Let's get white-blue. White and 1, Warp, Starfield Shepherd. They are Planar Genesising. That's not even close to a word. They are casting Planar Genesis in response. I'm going to get the basic planes and say go. Yeah, I'm not pointing a Force of Negation at a Planar Genesis when we're so weak to Wraths. Wraths. How do you say words? We did the thing in game 1. Whatever happens, happens. Change the equation. You got it. Yes, I would like to go back to Command Zone. I am compulsively checking the clock now, by the way. Mysterized Village is fine as their land. That Utopia Sprawl stinks. But I'll be able to... I don't have green. All right. Let's just go to the next game in respect of the clock. Really? I just had so much fun game 1. This hand... Oh, this stupid Dryad Arbor stuck to our opener. Mulligan this. Can I go to 5 in this matchup? I think I kind of have to. They kept 7. I am going to mulligan. This hand's bad. This hand is good. Keep, put back, Sakashima, Painland. Done. Razorgrass Thicket was worse than a Surveil land, and pass. Playing fast. They go Lush Portico. We should be able to resolve Badger Mole Cub. And they put Cling to Dust into the graveyard. I just... Delia into Overlord? I think so. That seems a lot better. Yeah, I'm just gonna Delia and Overlord. Try to put, like, a serious clock on them. This will be a tropical island. Go white and 1 for Felia. Okay, next turn. They did not kill it. I feel like that's positive variance. Get a Tundra. Tail's End. There's a pause here. If they have a Tail's End, I think Stone Raining me is worse than stifling the Felia return trigger. However, in their position, I would Stone Rain me. It's just too fun. Okay, and we have green this time. Overlord, cast with Impending. This eats a counterspell if they have one. Yeah, Memory Lapse. Sure. That does mean we're not drawing a land, which is annoying, but Not the end of the world. They need to find another counterspell or removal for Felia, I think. I have YouTube going in the background for the dog, just like playing random videos. And sometimes you just catch clips of whatever ad is playing, and they're so funny to me. Something's happening. Demonic Tutor. I hate that. Wonder if they're just getting a land, maybe. Portable Hole on Felia. That's also good. Dang it. Our choices are Hub plus Pilgrim, Helga, or Overlord. And I think I want to go Helga. They know the Overlord's in hand, which is annoying, but Overlord triggers Helga. So do it this way. Don't tap mana. Don't do things to me. My clock's so low. Dress down. I guess they're just cycling off this dress down. Oh, they did an end step. Smart. But Overlord is not a creature. If I impend it. Creatures lose all abilities. I don't have the mana to Overlord and Pilgrim. So I'll just cast the Pilgrim. Mental misstep. You yucky baby. Okay, I pass. Dress down goes away. Yeah, that end step dress down was good. Because I was F6, the phases were just changing however they wanted. Temple of the False Gods, so they're 1 mana from Atraxa. That stinks. Elf is not what we're looking for, people. Something's happening. Ah, don't do stuff. Change the equation. Sure. It's terrible, but it happens. Can't do anything about it. Can that clone Atraxa? No. I'm still going to keep it. All right, they're at 12. They get to cast Atraxa here. We'll draw a card off of the clone, and hopefully they don't have a good Atraxa here. But I think we're probably dead. The Mold of 5 was tough. I wish this were Subtlety blue card. Oh, Dream Halls. That's even worse. All right, let's see what you get. Oh, Gaya's Guile's in there. Reprieve's in there. They can't take... Okay, they can't take white card Kaya's Guile, which means they can't cast it right away unless this last card in their hand is a white card. What are you taking? What are you taking? Or it could be a black card. They're a black card. This is all instants and sorceries. This is not great. So they took Lorien Revealed and Kaya's Guile. Makes sense. That was one of the worst Atraxas I've seen. That said, they're in pretty good shape. Do I want to use mana? Yeah, let's use mana here. Rather than Helga. Was that last card a counter Veil of Summer? Okay, so they're cycling off the Veil of Summer. If they found something for Kaya's Guile, that's rough. Did you find something for Kaya's Guile? Did. Oh, and we drew a land. We're dead. We're dead, chat. Oh, and she's still going to cost 2. Whatever. Keep playing for now. Have a lot of mana. They also have just Atraxa going and Dream Halls. I think we can pretty safely concede this one. We shall see. Remember that last game, though, where I used up all of our clock, but we went absolutely bonkers bananas crazy? That was sick. Coming with both their flyers. We go to 12. They go to 18. Man, Atraxa's good. Ancestral Statue does not cast Helga. All right, GG, we're dead. And even if, like, I could come back, we only have 4 minutes. I'm going to save my 4 minutes. GG, opponent. That was very fun for me. All right, so we're going to be 0-1, but because I was super irresponsible and had too much fun in the first game, that still felt sick. I really don't think it's smart in this deck to keep hands without a dork or something, because you really just want to get going. So I'm going to mulligan this. This is fine. We have a combo piece, an Intruder Alarm, a dork, protection. I'll put back the Prismatic Vista, and they can lead us off. Lanes. Mom, that stinks. But we'll go Command Tower, dork. Appa's really good. I can get a board state going, Appa's just really good. Of course, we might just die before it becomes relevant. That's what Lightpaws does. Oh, Static Prison. Static Prison doesn't matter. They have a Mother of Runes. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. I got it. We'll get a Savannah here. And cast Helga, say go. Green, blue, white. Ooh, Magic's fun today. This is exciting because if you watched my last league, I just didn't do well. Wasn't in a great headspace today. I don't care if we don't do well. I'm having fun. Okay, so now we can get rid of either Mother or Brigone. This is not Lightpaws. Whenever you cast a spell that targets her, put a counter on her. Remove a counter to draw a card. That seems strong. And the Duke. I think I have to get rid of Mother, maybe? What do I get rid of? I think it kind of has to be Mother. Intruder Alarm is so strong in this deck, though. So what if we go Intruder Alarm? We'll only have 2 mana for... Oh, no, we can make 4 mana. I think I'm just going to try to pop off. Reverent Mantra seems fine. So we'll fetch a Tundra. Cast Intruder Alarm. I'm not going to have enough mana. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Spew, spew, spew. Spew, 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 spew. That's all right. Because if they go to enchant anything, we can just give their stuff protection from white. Which is kind of cracked, actually. Yeah. Reverent Mantra coming up with its second usage here. Feather of Flight on that thing. Sure. Is this Reverend Mantra like a huge blowout right now? It might be. Intruder Alarm is annoying with Mother of Runes. Oh, Sheltered by Ghosts, and I can't... Oh yeah, when I give protection from white, that'll just come back. Okay. Cool. We're still chilling. Okay, I was going to say, why aren't they interested in attacking with Lightpaws? So I think we declare a block on Lightpaws, and then Reverend Mantra. Do I care about saving that life? I think I do. Yeah. This, I think, seems fine. Ganjo Castle. Now let's exile the Static Prison, sadly. But I think the only way we win this game at this point is by comboing off. Everything gets protection from white. We still get clonked for 3, but we have the Intruder Alarm back. I can't kill the Mother. She has protection from white. Okay, next turn. Come on, good draw. That's not really it. We need to draw really well right here. Yeah, need to draw really, really well right here. Delighted Halfling's not it. Delighted Halfling's really not it. Crud. I guess it blocks. It blocks fine. Let's put Appa underneath this. I'm not gonna Appa anything away. I had to think for a while. But doing the... Okay. Oh, no, because if I reflex, I can't do the trick with Appa. Alright, we'll say go. Pass. They have 3 cards in hand, we have 1. And they're removing a counter to draw a card. Can't do anything about that. Ganju Castle is also pretty annoying. It's Ram. Oof. Oh, I should tap that in response. It's like floating the mana just makes sense. They do just have a ton of protection. I do need to draw a hot Doorkeeper Thrall. So I think that turns off Intruder Alarm. Yeah, it does. That stinks. We're in trouble. I need to kill that. And I can't do it with Solitude or anything. We're in trouble. Yeah, we're in big trouble. What does this thing do? Okay, it's just a flash aura. I want to shoot something. Okay, this has to be fine. The Mother, the Duke, now SRAM. They have their engine fully online. And that Doorkeeper Thrall. Brutal. It's like the same reason I'm playing Elish Norn. It's tough to beat. Ganjo Castle's tapped at least. Flickering War. Tricky spot. Tricky spot. Alright. They are just passing. I can't even Armageddon them if I find Armageddon. That stinks. Love Armageddoning. Get our Hedge Maze. Come on, big rips. Big rips. Big rips? Show me something good. That's not it. Show me something good. That's not it either. Dang it. That's brutal. Pass. I have to get rid of that Doorkeeper Thrall through a Mother of Runes and a Duke. Because of the matchup, I think we have to combo, and I don't know that I can beat this card. All right. I think I can't F6 through the turn in case they find a way to kill something, but I'm pretty sure we lose. Yeah, they're just going to draw a million cards. If I concede here, is it too early? I don't think so. I'm not playing any Wrath. I think about Avatar's Wrath in basically every deck now, but I'm not doing it, so we can still go crazy. We saw in game 1 how nuts the deck can go. We just need to chain a couple together. This like turns off our Foundation Breaker, our Subtlety and Solitude. For the record, I do want to concede, but I won't. And this has Vigilance now. And because Intruder Alarm is off, nothing untaps. And because nothing untaps, I can try to shoot the mother, and then they have to tap it to protect it. The Duke, they'll be able to tap the Duke, but then they'll both be tapped. Let's shoot the mother. They can Duke it. Okay, they chose not to, which is probably right. They gave it protection from green. I'll block with Appa. Their attack. Oh, this has vigilance also. So we'll block the huge crush of damage. Take 4. If I don't draw something good here, I am going to concede. Just. Oh gosh. I think we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, GG. On to the next. The game is certainly not winnable. Lightpaws seems to be playing a lot of creatures these days. I'm kind of into it. This hand is terrible. Mulligan. Don't have an island for this daze, but I like everything else in it. Don't have a dork. This hand is also bad. And we know they have Sheltered by Ghosts. But we have quick reflexes. I'm gonna go to 5 on the play. So here we go. This is a good hand. We'll put away Surveil Land, Pain Land, Command Tower, Wild Growth, and say go. Okay. We need to get Helga online and going crazy. Curse of Silence. That's brutal. Brutal, fam. I'm going to do the... Ooh, he bounces that. It's a lot of mana to use in one turn, though. I think I want to do the Badger Mole Cub Earthbend the Fetch trick right here. Because if Badger Mole Cub gets removed, I don't feel like losing the mana. Because this just guarantees us our next lands. What is this? Taps for 2. Hope of Girapur. Irritating. Luckily, we basically play creatures. Yes. Yield to all. I'm going to get a Meticulous Archive. Earthbending is insane. Do I want this land? I mean, that's a lot of mana. I think I do. Is that enough to cast Helga? This makes it cost 2 more? Yeah, it makes it cost 2 more. So this is enough to cast Helga. Off of a tropical island? Yeah. And they can draw a card. They'll draw a card off the Curse of Silence, but I think that's fine. Yeah, you got it. Let's go to combat and attack you. They can, in theory, this turn go Lightpaws Sheltered by Ghosts, but then I can Venser. Okay, so they're going to attack with the Hope, probably sack it. Yeah, makes sense. Now they can just do whatever they want. Lightpaws. They have a 2-mana thing? They don't. Okay. Plains, let's impend this Overlord. How do I want to do this? Helga taps for 2, which is cool. I do want to impend this off of mana, though. Cast with impending. Trigger Helga. We draw a clone. I kind of love that for us. All right, we might be able to go nuts here. Oh, I want that Beseiju as a spell. I definitely want that Beseiju. Oh, yeah, she taps for an extra green, too. Badger Mole Cub. How clutch. I am now tapped out of Venser. This may not have been good. Oh, but I have the Beseiju, so we're fine. They are thinking about something. Galadriel's Dismissal on the Badger Mole Cub? Sure. Brewer's advantage, baby. They don't know how good Helga is. Ooh. I like a Walking Ballista. And I'll pass the turn. In step, we'll say go. I'm gonna have a lot of mana to pump into this Walking Ballista. Like a lot. Or I can just hold up Venser. Is probably... Cartouche creates a thing and gives a plus. When this aura enters, create a guy. Okay. And Lightpaws will tutor. Okay. And they get the Flickering Ward. And I'll Beseiju it when they go to return it to their hand. Flickering Ward is, like, arguably their best thing. Oh, they can just do it on top of it? That stinks. Of course they can. Whatever. Make them use the mana. And they are continuing to choose protection from blue, which I think makes sense. How much mana do I have for this Ballista? Because you don't get protection from colorless. Yeah. I have a lot of mana for this Ballista. What is this? Enchanted creature, +1/+1 in vigilance, and it has escape. Okay. I take 4, go to 15. Gonna gain a lot of life, so. And you are pro-blue. If I take the initiative, it pumps both of these and draws cards. I can't Venser him. I don't know if taking the initiative here is necessarily good or correct. But drawing all these cards, doing all this stuff. Oh, I overtapped. Well, hopefully we cast a spell. Takashima is good. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for just like a huge walking ballista and try to shoot Lightpaws down. The other option is keep trying to go nuts with with Sakashimas. But I think that's worse than doing the smart thing. Do you have like ward or anything? Okay, so yeah, let's just pump all of this mana into a walking ballista. 1, 3, 7, 9, and we'll draw 2, pump our frogs, gain 2 life. Ooh, Riddler. This deck, so this Helga deck, if like left unchecked, can do some crazy things. I don't think it's excellent, but it is turning out to be fun. Zealots, thingy who's it's. Okay, so they should be able to now pump Lightpaws past this ballista. We're back to 18 though. Yeah, it's now 6/6. Ballista's 5/5. We can't cast any of this stuff. I think we just say go here. Overlord ticks down. Still 2 counters away from going. We can forge onto the ballista, make it 7/7. We can also make another Helga next turn if they can't find a way to kill it. Oh, I could have... See... Dang it. I could have left Stinkin' Venser up and bounced it when they returned their Flickering Ward. I'm thinking too hard about my own game plan and not enough about what's actually happening on the board. That is never a recipe for success. Lightpaws is a 12/12. Need to find a Solitude or something. Benevolent Blessing. Enchanted creature has protection from the chosen color. This effect doesn't remove aura. Okay. If this is Ethereal Armor, I think we're dead. 22. Can't cast him. Don't have a flyer. Yeah, tapping out events are killed us. Does he have trample? Wait, why can I block with the ballista? Does he not fly? I don't see trample either. So let's shoot down your token, I guess. All right. I could have done a bunch more damage, but I got whatever about it. Let's forge onto one of our Helgas, the smaller one. And we go crazy here. We're going to try. Okay, let's cast Sakashima. Do I want the initiative again? Trap him down to 5. Okay, no response. Let's make another Helga. I want to tap this one for Grand Arbiter. This does not have protection from white. So, Enlightened Tutor. I just want the Static Prison. Protection from green and protection from blue. We can warp the Riddler for 1 blue now. Static Prison you. Oh, we'll have our Riddler trigger. Jeez, I am going nuts again. This deck is crazy. Oh, and there's Appa and Chulane. Okay. I can't imagine that's not game. Okay, cool. We did it. Static Prison. Card I talked about in the deck tech and how I love it. If this hand had a green source, it would be a Snapkeet. But it doesn't, so we'll mulligan. This looks good. I think we put back Chulane. Do I want to put back Chulane or Undermountain? 1, 3. I'm going to try putting back the Undermountain Adventurer. Mostly just because I want to cast Chulane. We make our choices and we live with them. That's life, sweetie. All right, we have 10 minutes on clock. They have 15. Clock is very clearly an issue for me with this deck. Okay, they have their double white land again. Rest in Peace isn't, I think, the best against them, but it's probably not the worst. They have their, like, return all auras stuff. They have the escape enchantment. Pause. I'm going to play the Trop instead of fetching. White, green, blue. Cast Helgi and yield through the turn. If they kill her, I'll be sad, but whatever. If they do something next turn to Sheltered by Ghost Helga, we have Static Prison and the mana to pay ward. I don't know why I'm thinking so hard about Sheltered by Ghost, but it seems to be their best consistent removal spell, so maybe that's why. Alright, they have some sort of flash enchantment, so we're taking damage here. Oh. Interesting. They tricked me. Alright, so that Optimistic Scavenger just gets big. We don't really super care about Esper Sentinel. Like, I don't not care about it, but it's not the biggest deal in the world either. Alice Jailer's really good. probably just cast that card. They do have 2 mana up, so what if we Earthbend here? That lets them get the Monarchy is the problem. I have to use Helga because if they can protect Lightpaws from the Palace Jailer, I want to be able to static prison it, right? If I Badger Mole first, we have more mana to do stuff. I'll Badger Mole first. I'm not in the mood to do math. Just really not. And this was the wrong land to Earthbend. Can I take that back? I cannot. That was the wrong land to Earthbend. Hopefully that doesn't cost us the game. Now I'm just gonna cast Tulane. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast Tulane now. This way we're using our mana. Plus, I actually don't know if it's like better to try to Palace Jail right now. Mysterized Village isn't like super what we're looking for, but that's overall fine. We do have just a crazy engine going now. Oh man, they have 14 minutes and I've just under 8. Too much thinking. But also not enough thinking's bad. How do you play Magic cards? How do you read? Yeah, and now it's a lot safer to take the Monarch too. Okay, 2 white in the pool. Benevolent Blessing. Can a creature has protection from the chosen color? And that's the one that doesn't remove auras or equipment. Sure. That beefs this guy. Lightpaws trigger. I think Elishnorn just kind of ends the game, honestly. Flickering Ward, this stinker. Flickering Ward is so good. Alright, they have 3 planeses, so they can do the Flickering Ward trick once. And they are. This thing's getting huge, isn't it? Wait. Oh, they're just beefing up Lightpaws. Got it. Ooh, Lightpaws is a 7/7 with protection from green. Now he's an 8/8. That's a big creature. We're getting cracked for 9 here. So now I have to try to remove him. And Tulane is only cast, so Dryad Arbor does not trigger him. I will pay for Esper Sentinel, but I'll do it this way. So we'll add white, and we'll pay with the green. Whatever. That's fine. All right, so that resolved. Let's eat Lightpaws. Solid footing. Okay, so do they have a thing that says, like, it has hexproof if this thing entered this turn? Not sure what's happening. As long as it entered this turn, they have hexproof. Okay, that stinks. It has protection from green. Just in general. Let's Palace Jailer. And we want to stack Tulane under Helga. So if we draw a land, we can just put it into play. Like that. Ugh. That's too many lands. We might be cooked. Oh, this is colorless. So let's eat this guy. That keeps making Lightpaws bigger. Then I can return something. Like, do I want to return Badger Mole Cub and Earthbend another land? I don't think so. I don't think that seems good. It is an option, but I don't like it. So let's draw off Monarch. It's another land. Flooding out, flooding out. That happens. That's magic cards. They can never give protection from white. They can get something that gives fly. Our land is colorless. All right, now it flies. Are we dead? I think we're dead. Protection from green. Protection from blue. First strike and flying. Okay, we are dead. Is there anything I can do about this? I don't think so. Not having instant speed removal was tough there. Declare blockers. We cannot block. We die. GG, opponent. Playing a lot of Lightpaws lately, but GG. Round 3. Yes, round 3. We are on the play against Aragorn. I think this is probably a terrible matchup, and I want to go faster than this. Like tapped land, shock land, removal spell, and the initiative isn't always good against them. I'm going to mulligan. This isn't a lot better, but I do really like the quick reflexes, and I'm officially tired of mulligans to 5. Put back the Prismatic Vista. They are not really going to moon us. Moon us. And I will say tap land go. And if we don't find mana, I'll Eladamri's Call for something. Annoying. They know our secrets. They know our hand. They know what we're doing. What a butt. They'll also know what we drew. But that'll Does that have to be fine? Yeah, if they want to use a removal spell here, I'd rather it be on the Pilgrim. Like, it's not great now that we're tapped out of reflexes, but at the time that I played the tap land, I just didn't want to take 3 damage. I don't know. I don't know what was best, what was worst. With variance, we are so cursed. Cursed be we, and cursed be they. Curses, curses, hey, hey, hey. They have 7 cards in hand. Alright, no blue mana yet. A Johnny. All static prison the token. Interesting knowing that I have the static prison. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete the token forever. Force of negation. Force of negation on a static prison. I'm just thinking about the Celadamri's call and if there's anything I can do. I don't think there is, so that'll just happen. Do I want to just lock up a land before they have blue mana? I think so. Yeah, I think this is fine. It's not it's not probably optimal, but it's fine. Just grab our Disciple of Freyalise. It just gives us a game plan, right? Of cast Helga, if it resolves, we have quick reflexes. They still don't have blue mana. Reflecting Pool. I hate Reflecting Pool, I really do. Oh. And they beat that card. I am not sure. Green, white, blue. Cast Helga. You have the subtlety as well. That would be a real bummer. And I think in a different universe, I would just rip this Solitude now. You know, guarantee my card life XYZ. But having the reflexes and knowing how honestly not great Aragorn is without the Monarch, I think this is just fine. They did get Probe Me, so they know about this card. Okay, now they have blue mana. That stinks. But they only have 2 cards in hand. They should attack with the cat. They should attack with both. They don't attack with either. Okay, let's see what we draw. They're going in upkeep. Swords to Plowshares. Do I just hardcast Solitude? I think so. I think I'm just hardcasting Solitude here. Gain our life, get our card. We found a land. Solitude will exile a Johnny. And now we have a 3/2 lifelink. Helga can go back to the command zone. And another land. Another land's not what I'm into, but this is still fine for the moment. They get a Thundering Falls. They're more interested in extra red mana than extra white mana, though it doesn't matter now. Great, because they have blue, blue, red, red, white, white. They have all their colors. There is a part of me that thought about making this Helga deck a Harbinger of the Seas deck, just with all the dorks and everything. And then I decided not to. That's the whole story. Great story, I know. Fury. Well, hate that for me, but it happens. Oh, does this mean we just get to resolve Elishnorn? That would be crazy. Yeah, if they don't have subtlety, we just get to resolve Elishnorn. They have no cards in hand, so I think we're going to resolve Elishnorn. I'll still surveil here. I need blue mana, and then it doesn't really matter after that. Okay, I will take a Stonecoil Serpent. That is a card with text. They still have the stop in our upkeep. Goes away. Let's go green, white, and then 4. And cast Elishnorn, Mother of Machines. No Monarch. Pass. Feeling pretty good about our position. If they rip Solitude or Swords to Plowshares or whatever. Well, Solitude doesn't do anything. Aragorn's just a lifelinker. Alright, they play their land and pass. Halfling. They're still hellbent. White, blue, 1 and 2. Cast Helga. Cast Halfling. And pass the turn. So Aragorn can still make something unable to block. But I will just block with the Halfling. I don't care about this Halfling. I care about now drawing as many cards as possible and going crazy. And they choose not to attack at all. I think that's reasonable. Ugh, Dryad Arbor is not it. I don't even want to put that into play. I think I want to cast this Serpent for 6. Do I do it for 7? Maybe I do it for 7, actually. Yeah, I think 7's the right number. Because now it survives Fury. Aragorn can't deal it damage. We draw a fetch land and say go. Stonecoil Serpent. Aragorn is actually kind of one of the decks I had in mind when I put this in. And, just having a 7/7 trampler's pretty good. They drew another land. We are both flooding out. Oh no, they fetched. They fetched. They have one card in hand. We have basically our full engine online. Well, not the full engine, but we have a good engine. I think they maybe drew a spell. Oh, they oust the serpent. I'm going to fetch in response to that. I don't want to shuffle that away. I'll surveil now. Oh, we get 2 surveils. Elish Norn is sick. I don't want lands. I do not want lands. Elish Norn, so good. They can attack with Fury. Oh, no, they can't, because it just gets bricked. Got it. Right. Come on, creature. Why? The Dryad Arbor. We know we're drawing Serpent next turn. Man, that was a lot of lands. But they're also having that, so is what it is. I think we might just be staring at each other for a little longer here. If they find something to kill Helga that is genuinely annoying. All right, they're deciding it's time to attack. Elish Norn can't block. Declare blockers. Let's go chump. Do I even care about blocking the cat? I don't. Let's reset our blockers, and let's just chump Fury. I'll take 6. Yeah, this is fine. We're at 11, they're at 19. They have 1 card. We're drawing the Serpent. Play this land. Even if it gets countered, the cast gets us a card and everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we decided 7 was the proper number. Do I tap Helga for this in case of a mana leak? I think so, actually. Yeah, I think so. 6 and 7. So we can still pay for mana leak or no more lies this way. Ooh. We'll draw a card, gain a life, no matter what. Subtlety, not really it. Yeah, subtlety isn't what we're looking for there, but it's fine. Oh, I cast this for 8. That still seems good. Wait, that means I overpaid by 1. No, you fool! I didn't know we were drawing subtlety, but still, you fool! Restless Anchorage. Wonder if they want to keep attacking now. They don't. Something good. Something good, deck. Come on, that's not it. How do I feel about attacking for 8 here? They can kill it, but that's their whole board. I think we just cast the subtlety now. I'm not, worried about their creatures. Yeah, we're just gonna rip off the subtlety now. I want to pay a life. I do get it back, but no, I don't. Let's just hard cast a subtlety. It's a 3/3 flyer. They can't block it. Bright Glass, let's go. Oh, and we get to Bright Glass twice? That's cracked. So we can static prison 2 of their things. Eventually. Can I just do that now? I think I can just do that now. So let's tap you for white. And then go green. Cast Bright Glass. Helga trigger. We're doing it. We're doing it, fam. Oh, just like Felia. Like Felia a lot, especially with this crazy frickin' board state. Yes, I would like to use the ability. Let's get a swift reconfiguration. Did I already burn off my static prison somehow? I don't remember. This game's been long. I did. That's right. I tried to static prison their Ajani token. I remember now. And then we'll get a Ballista and a Hydra. While I have this mana floating. No. Let's not do that. Let's just swift reconfiguration the Fury. Go to combat. We'll burn off this 2 mana. Fine. Player attackers. Attack you with our 8/8. And pass. I guess I could have attacked with Elish Norn too. If they don't do anything to us, we just get to Ballista them for a billion next turn. And they can crew the Fury, but who cares? A Supreme Verdict would actually be super messed up here. I know some lists play it. Not all of them, but a fair share. Oculus is fine. Do I have enough mana to just Ballista them to death? The real question. How much do I have? We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we can Ballista for 8. So what if I Gold Vein Hydra for 16? We just tap out for Gold Vein Hydra? That doesn't seem like the best, but it also doesn't seem like the worst. Let's just start with a Mockingbird. Here's Intruder Alarm. And let's make an Oculus of our own. Then let's go blue 1, 2 for for Intruder Alarm. Uncounterable Felia. Now we should be able to ballista them to death. Oh, cool, and we get it twice. So how much is this? This is 1822. This is a lethal ballista. Yeah, this is an exactly lethal walking ballista. Have they sandbagged something? Seems likely. No. Okay. And we are going to keep floating mana just in case this doesn't work, and then we can Goldvein Hydra. But I think they're just doing what the other opponent did and just letting us spin our wheels because I'm going super slowly. Which is fine. Like, you're allowed to do that. It is part of this. Shoot your face. Yeah, they are going to make me click through. That's fine. All right, so we'll have like 14 and a half or so minutes. But we went crazy. This deck, I don't know. It feels almost like something. I don't think it is, but it feels like it's almost something. Like, Helga's incredibly powerful as a Magic card, so. Alright. Alright, we've got a Utopia Sprawl and a Foundation Breaker. Is that good enough? Like, Foundation Breaker's not particularly good here. Alright, I'll keep it, and we'll just draw great. Duh. Just draw perfect, per usual. Well, we didn't draw perfect. Utopia Sprawl onto this. If it gets countered, it gets countered. Yeah, it's getting spiked or tithed. Mana Tithe. We have been tempoed. And I'm going to F6 here for clock responsibility. Gonna F6 for clock responsibility. They go land pass. We keep drawing lands, that's really sad. After they went land pass. Pass the turn, back to you. Pass the turn, cause I am Andrew. We're flooding out, super bad, and it's sad. Duel Commando. Boo. Well, that's a clock. I think we're getting run over here. Yeah, you got it. You got it. We're flooding out so hard. Oh, no. Well, I'll cast her. I don't think it matters, but I'll do it. Yeah, I think we've lost this one. There's no follow-up. This feels bad. This is not, this is just playing Magic the Gathering. Sometimes you keep a hand with too many lands and draw nothing but lands. Sure. I'll Enlighten Tutor at end step and see if there's anything worth getting. I don't know that there is. We're just dead to a Cathar Commando. Sure, you can have a Giver of Runes. Yeah, I think we're just probably pretty dead. They're down to 2 cards. They haven't gotten the Monarch yet. Holding up all this mana, I imagine they're both interactive spells, but you never know. Survival of the Fittest. Pitch this Foundation Breaker for something useful. Rest in Peace doesn't matter. I mean, Parallax Wave is pretty good, huh? Breakglass Gearhulk's pretty good, huh? Overlord's pretty good, huh? Got a lot of good cards in this deck. Oh, Cathar Commando kills whatever I get. That's right. That's how that card works. Get a Bright Glass, it draws 2 cards. Yeah, like I can't get Survival of the Fittest with this on board. Green, white. Bright Glass Gearhulk. I tap my mana wrong, I always do. I tap this Flood Farm Verge for blue. Okay, Bright Glass. If this gets countered, I'm gonna scoop. Yeah, GG. Well, we're dead. Once Giver's active and they can Aragorn, GG fam. Am I right? Also, I'm just so worried about clock. All right, we're on the play this time. We don't have a dork, but we do have Daze and Felia and a card that's hard for them. I'll keep it. Like I said, I just don't love hands without mana dorks in this deck, but I think it just has to be fine. No, I need to surveil. I almost just clicked through. They're going Sunbillow Verge and passing. Let's surveil. Show me what you're working with. Overlord? Do I want this land? Kind of. Like 4th land's actually pretty important in this deck. Because we're playing 94 drops. Arid Mesa, say go. And I think this will be a Tundra. Yeah, this will be a Tundra. Is there any wisdom into sorcery speeding Felia on my next turn for quick reflexes? There's not, but it's okay to think things through, right? All right, let's fetch. I will Daze a Stifler Tail's End or something. And let's cast Felia. Felia for kids. I think I'll Daze just about anything here. Getting a clock going feels really important. Mana Tithe is not a thing that I can Daze, though. Sag. Mana Tithe. Multi-format All-Star now. Seeing play in Modern? That's kind of cracked, honestly. Love Mana Tithe. I hate that it gets used against me so much, but I do love it. All right, we'll cast Helga. Now we should be able to daze anything but a subtlety. Okay. I'll pass. Whoa, phone, you're so loud. I have a wee bit of a cold. Sorry for the sniffles. They go for like Flage or something. That's a great daze target. It's a brainstorm. And they have their shuffle. Smartly played. Wonder if they're looking for lands or spells. Flame Slash. Urgh. So annoying. Yeah, they can't do anything about it. But now we can cast a 4/4 Stonecoil Serpent. Seems good. Yeah, this is actually a great follow-up. Or do I cast a 3/3? I think I cast a 3/3 and hold up reflexes. As much as I don't like really want to do that, it at least means we're doing something. Does that matter? Do I just cast it as a 4/4? Or do I flash in Venser? Hold up Venser? I'd like to get a clock going. Decisions. I'm gonna cast a 4/4. Yeah, I'm gonna cast a 4/4. They only have 1 mana showing. We still have the days. This is fine. Okay. We baited out the Force Spike. Do I want to return the Surveil land or the untapped land? I need to return an untapped land so that we can have Venser. Do they have the Force? They do not. All right. Feeling okay here. Have a 4/4 Reach Trample protection from multicolored. Have a protection spell in hand. Have a counter spell in hand. Slash removal. Here's Pyrogoyf. That is why I should have cast it for 3. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. Like that, of course, that's the game. This could have been played around. I even said it. Like, it could have been played around so easily. It's just, when they have it, and that's fine. I have to pass here. They just get to attack me for 5. I just have to take 5 here. Go to 12. It's fine. I want this Venser to be a counterspell. We'll bounce the Goyf. I want to use my mana still. Then if we draw a land, we can maybe actually resolve Helga. I don't know. They still have 4 in hand. I think they might just have it this game. Like, it feels like one of those games where your opponent just has it over and over. And that's okay. It's frustrating, but it's okay. You cannot make a clone of Pyrogoyf, which stinks. I think we've lost this one. Yeah, I think we've lost this one. I'll play out a jump blocker. There you go. It stinks that Venser didn't resolve because we could have cloned it and bounced a land. I'll jump block now. They have all the mana up. Aragorn just smashing me in the head. They really don't have to do anything here. Venser almost certainly just gets countered unless they're like, this is fine, I'll just recast the Goyf and kill him. But if I'm them, I'm just countering. Okay. Now at least we have the quick reflexes. Yeah, I think the decks like Aragorn are probably, they have to be just our worst matchups. I think. Here comes the Goyf again. Oh, they're shooting me. That is correct. Why did you do the correct thing? That wasn't nice at all. That wasn't nice at all. It was smarter, but... Alright, white, green, blue, 1, and 2 to cast Helga. She gets countered, and we probably die. Yeah. No response. She will go back to the command zone, and we'll pass the turn at 6 life. Bummer. They haven't even really been drawing cards either. They're just smacking us around the old-fashioned way. Flage. I'm gonna for this one, I'm just gonna play until I'm actually dead, which is next turn. But is there a difference? All right, yeah, I'll block. I don't want to be dead to lightning bolt or just recast Flage. So if I cast Helga, we die. I don't have the mana to. We're dead. Super dead. This is, I think, the only game we've played, though, that hasn't felt competitive. This just feels like an absolute beating from top to bottom. But I think just about every other game we've played has been competitive. And I should trust myself on mulligans. All right, well, we were already dead, but now we're super dead. Okay, GG's. Okay. Round 4 on the draw against Spider-Man 2099. This is only 1 land, but it is a double Dork hand. I don't expect my dorks to live, but I think the initiative is actually quite good against them. Spencer's perfectly fine. They go turn 1 preordain. They did mulligan pretty low. They mulligan to 5. I feel your pain, opponent. Okay, so what do we want here? We probably want Savannah. No, we'll need blue. I'll get a trop. Get a tropical island, cast a Birds of Paradise, one of my favorite openers in all of Magic the Gathering. And then we'll pass turn, and we'll just draw a land next turn, and everything's fine. Alright, so if I go for Helga, I don't expect her to resolve. What does that mean? See, I'm just so good at this game. I think I'm going to cast her anyway. Yeah, I just cast her anyway, and then we try to take the initiative. Or I can go a little slower past the Hierarch. I could go Hierarch Goldvein Hydra for 1. That seems terrible. We came here to cast a frog. I'm casting a frog. But if I miss the land drop, I want to have 4 mana. Oh, this stinks. Okay. Hierarch, combat, attack you for 1. Hopefully there's no flash blocker. Like a fairy mastermind here would be so brutal. Alright, we did it. Got in for some damage. They go end step brainstorm. Man, cantrips are so good. Alright, they fetch after the brainstorm. Shuffle away those stinkers, and then surveil on top of it. That's so many looks at cards. Surveil lands are so cracked. I'll never get over it. They kept the card on top, which I hate for us. Flame slashing my Hierarch, that makes sense. I think that is the better of the two right now. Draw a land, please. Land. Nope. That stinks. Now we have to cast Helga, I think. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't feel good, but it's what we've got. The other option is Metamorph on the bird. Yeah, that was bound to happen. This also feels like a terrible matchup. We just, like... The reason this deck is not a deck is we just need to be left alone to do our thing. And also not flood out, not miss on lands. We need to draw reasonably and be left alone. It's not a great combination of needs. So now they get to shoot my bird. So they're going to shoot the bird with Spider-Man. And if we don't draw a land, I'm going to concede. If we do draw a land, you know, I'll metamorph the Spider-Man and just put it up as a blocker. Okay, that's GG. A G. They just, like, whooped us on a Mold of 5. That doesn't feel great. That doesn't tap for green. That does. Alright, I'll keep it. Dork on the play. Real hard for me to mulligan away a Dork on the play. So we need... I think I'd rather have white than get a Savannah and cast an Elf and pass. Again, I don't expect the Elf to live. I don't have a white card to pitch to Reverent Mantra, which... If the Elf does live, maybe we draw a white card here would be sick. Draw a white card? Nope. Alright, well, see if they have the Force Spike. Cast Helga. Pass the turn. Yep. Oh no, it's just opt. Man, I'm starting to feel pretty bleh to any of our spells resolving or living. Ugh, daze. Alright. Like, daze, I mean, having to daze on the draw like that, I think I'm fine with it. Now we get to Parcel Beast and draw a card. Could be worse. Could be worse. Or we just attack for 2. I think I like that less. Go blue and green. Cast with Mutate onto the Elf. Put it over and say go. I probably should just attack. I'm more interested in drawing cards right now. I really am. I need a better plan than this. All right, activate the Parcel Beast. Okay. And we draw Rest in Peace. Not bad. That turns off their combo, their Oculus. Oh, do I love Rest in Peace here? I think I do. We can pitch it to Reverent Mantra, but I think I'm just going to cast it. Like, it's really bad for them. Oh, I took myself off hardcast Force of Negation. I forgot that was an option. You dingus. You frickin' dingus. Annoying. Really annoying. Yeah, and like, just silly. I'll recast it, but it's still just so silly. Like, luckily, Remand's kind of the worst counter for them in that spot, but it's still... I guess it did work out better, actually. I didn't have to burn the Force, and I wasn't using the mana for anything. But I think I'm annoyed that I just, like, I didn't think it through. I just click away at my mana and hope. Well, that sucks. That sucks. That sucks super hard. Ugh, stupid Magus of the Moon. And now this Utopia Sprawl's utterly useless. I can't race them because of Spider-Man. I do have a green mana for things. Yeah, like I can't reasonably race them. Ay. Alright, yeah, I wouldn't be attacking if I were them either. It's Parcel Beast. Sure. I have so many mountains. You can do with all these mountains. Alright, let's pass. At least we have a small engine going. Well, I can't hardcast my force, so I won't. Oof. What a kicking. Interesting to me that, again, like, our first matches all felt super competitive, and then we have a total non-game against Aragorn and potentially just 2 non-games against Spider-Man. And, like, these are the decks you have to be able to beat if you want to play a deck. I also just completely thoughtlessly countered that EI. There was no reason to do that. Just haven't taken a game action in so long. But maybe their hand's, like, terrible, and this Magus was the whole plan. Yes, I will put another mountain into the battlefield. Sucks. I mean, it's not the worst card ever. Pass. If they ever try to cast a removal spell on this Parcel Beast, then maybe we can get rid of the Magus. Here's Spidey. Can't do anything about that, so I won't. Yeah, they shoot me. We'll Parcel Beast again. Give me something good, please. Elf is not it. I guess that's a castable creature, but then I can't Parcel Beast, and I'd rather Parcel Beast. Alright, play a mountain, say go. High octane magic, baby. High octane. Yes, they attack with Spidey, of course. I'll take 4, go to 11. Activate Parcel Beast. Parcel Beast is at least good. Well, the white card for Reverend Mantra, I guess. Give me something. Give me something here. Not it. I'll just put another body into play. Nope. Nope, I won't. Alright, I think we're absolutely cooked. We're taking 6 here. They're cycling a miscalc. Seems reasonable. Try to cast something I can misdirection, please. They're not attacking with the Magus because they don't have to, and that is smart and correct. Good job. Ugh, I'm never going to see a playable card. How impatient am I feeling? Like, incredibly? Yeah, incredibly is the answer. Riddler, I can't cast it. Great. Enlightened Tutor, I can't cast it. Great. I'll play until I'm dead, but I'm dead. I have to go to discard. This sucks. This sucks! I guess Appa's good if we ever get out of this. Which we're not, but if we do. They are pondering. Just, like, cast a lightning bolt that I can misdirection to your stupid Magus of the Moon and have nothing. That would be amazing. Yeah. Put me to 1. Now try to shoot me. Come on. This is my only out. Nope. Too smart. Too smart. Hey, we found something. It's not going to resolve, but we found something. Helga costs 5. If this is something we can misdirect... Alright, eat your Magus. I can't fetch. So that's kind of a bummer. Blue and green. Cast Helga. I don't expect that we'll stabilize at 1, but boy, would I love that. Like, I want to warp the Riddler, but that's just so silly. I need Parcel Beast to block. Okay. They're at 19, we're at 1. They play red cards, we do not. What are you doing here? A braid. So what if I misdirect that to Spider-Man? Then they get to recast Spider-Man and kill us, is the answer. What if I just misdirect it to the Parcel Beast? I think that's the move. We'll pitch Riddler here. Stop doing things. Give me a break. They're tapping a lot of mana. Logic not, you say. Well, I guess our only hope here is to Reverent Mantra. Okay. I cannot, so I won't. Alright. Moment of truth. Do we get back to our turn and try to gain some life? Probably not. Looks like not. Oh, yeah, that's terrible. Oh, that's so bad for us. It's so many cards. We have to be dead now. There's no way they didn't find something off 5 looks. Fiery Confluence. Moment of truth. Swords to Plowshares. Oh, it doesn't matter. That's 6 damage. I gasped like that because I was like, wait, if I hadn't tapped Blood Farm Verge the way I did, would I be able to sword my own creature? But we're dead no matter what. Okay, GG. GG, GG. Oof. Rough match. Round 5 on the draw yet again. Not rolling dice well today against Flamewar Brash Veteran. This is just Rakdos kill you fast, I think. This hand stinks. This hand's unplayable, so we'll go to 6. Oh, why does this have to be a tapped land? I mean, we do have Felia Overlord. If we draw a land, I'll keep it. I don't have too much pride for this. Get rid of Subtlety. Get rid of Survival. Survival feels really slow and not great here, but it is just an insane Magic the Gathering card. I'll get rid of Subtlety. If we just draw an untapped green source, that would be ideal. But I'm not crossing my fingers just yet. Untapped green source, though. Come on, deck. Feed me. Nope. Surveil land. Looking for nothing but lands here. Any spell goes to the graveyard. Prismatic Vista is a land. It is also a land that protects us from getting Magus of the Moon again. So they can more than meets the eye, Flamewar. Sack an artifact to put a 1/1 counter on them. Discard your hand. You put exiled cards in, and this side exiles things for you. Okay. He has Menace and Death Touch. Island, say go. That Prismatic Vista, as of right now, has to be a forest for Overlord, which I think is overall kind of fine, but rather try to find an untapped green source and use this for a plains. Yep, you got it. Hit me for 2. Commander damage! I recently played Commander for, 4-player EDH for the first time in a while recently, and when someone attacked me with their commander and was like, commander damage, I was just so confused. Then I remembered that's a thing. All right, they are just passing the turn, so let's flash in Felia. I'm sure she just dies here, but they'll flash her in. And then I'll think about Goldvein Hydrang just as a 2/2, because when it dies, we get treasures. I don't know. Okay, they choose not to do anything about Felia yet. Which, if they have instant speed removal, they just don't have to. That makes sense. And they might be kind of saying, like, oh, I want that for Helga. All right, we get our land, go to combat, and now Felia dies. Yeah, that is fine. Next turn, we'll cast Survival, or Helga, or a big Goldvein Hydra. It might just be big Goldvein Hydra. I'm not sure. We're not under as much pressure as I thought we'd be by now, so that's kind of nice. They fetch. They already have their Surveil land, so this is probably just a tap shock land. No, basic swamp. And cycling off an Unearth. I will F6 through the turn. They go Chain Lightning to face. Okay. So now what do? We don't have a white card to, get Solitude and just murder this thing. It's kind of what I would like to do. Well, we're going to play our land. I could Survival, get a Stone Coil Serpent. That doesn't seem awful. This elf is just no longer good. I think I'm just going to cast a 4/4. Yeah, I'm just going to cast this Goldvein Hydra. And if they want to kill it, I will take treasures, please. Yeah, this seems fine. Overlord ticks down. Not going to be online for a couple turns, but it's something. This side does not have Menace. They don't have another artifact to sacrifice to convert into the Menace side. They don't have any cards in exile. They have 3 cards in hand. Tapping a bunch of mana. Pyroglyph? Hasty Pyroglyph? Yeah. Okay. Are you big enough to kill? You are big enough to kill. Okay. So we're taking another 7 here. But I do have billions of mana, which is nice. Start gaining some life back. We'll go to 4, which is a dangerous life total. I won't pretend it's not. Cast Helga. Cast more other Helga. Let's always yield that. We drew a Breaklast Gearhulk. That's pretty nice. Then I think I just want to cast Survival. Yeah, I just want to cast Survival. And if either of these live, we can really get to work next turn. Overlord ticks down again. So close to having that 6/5. It might have just been smarter to go Chump Blocker, but I want to pitch these to Survival, so Unclear which was best. They do have lethal on board, so I need to block at least one of these. Fury, what a beating. I'm so sick of this card. Really am. Like, incredibly sick of Fury. And it's partially just because it's so good against the decks that I like to play, but it's just such a beating. It's just such a beating. I'm not dead yet. I'll keep playing, but annoying. Yeah. Block the bigger one. Go to 2. They are hellbent at least. So maybe the survival can pull us out of it. Starfield Shepherd's not like bad. I needed to draw land. No. Okay. This is gonna put us to 1. I don't think I have the proper color mana here. Okay. So let's discard Noble Hierarch. We'll discard the elf. Get a Foundation Breaker. Is there something they just can't beat? Alright, I'll just get Solitude. Do I pitch Bright Glass? Feels crazy, but I think it is the play. Crud. I wanted to Solitude the Pyrogoyf and then get Foundation Breaker and Foundation Breaker Flamewar. I don't have anything to blink this, do I? I think we do this. Let's Solitude your Goyf. Then... Okay, I can do what I wanted. Let's pitch the Noble Hierarch. Get a Foundation Breaker. Break your Foundation. I tapped this for black. What am I doing? End of the league. Getting fatigued. Okay, let's break your Foundation here and see if we can stabilize it too. Overlord comes online. All right, that was a good turn. Glad we kept the survival of the fittest. Oh, can they just cast this as a Hasty Menace guy? I think they can just cast this as Hasty Menace guy and we die. Yeah, if they just cast... Dang it. If they just cast the motorcycle side with Arena of Glory, I'm dead. And it looks like they have found the line. Really close to stabilizing there, though. You may murder me. It'll give you the honor. Wait, they didn't attack. They click through combat. Okay. Calm down. Helga costs 5. Okay. Calm down. What else do I have that gains life? Not really anything. Badgermole Cub makes a blocker and ramps. Papa's good later. Palace Jailer doesn't do much. I mean, hardcasting Riddler here seems crazy. I'll do that. Hardcast a Riddler. We can't attack, but I want to draw the 2 cards. Okay, no attacks. I think they click through combat. That it happens. I guess this is why you don't snap concede the way I do, but so this has Death Touch. So they can kill both our creatures, which is kind of a pain. Omo, do you have Delirium? It doesn't matter. We still have Survival up. And next turn we can start like really drawing cards and gaining life. That has to be a tap land though. Wish I had a big fat stupid lifelinker, like a Triumph of St. Catherine. Maybe this deck wants a Worldly Tutor and a Triumph. Might not be the worst. Ugh, Fire Covenant. Golly. Yeah. Alright, GG. Oof. I blame that one on Fury. Stupid Fury. Dork on the play. Oh, and a Mental Misstep seems really good. I don't have a white card for this Reverend Mantra, but that won't necessarily remain the case. Fury is often a card in Duel Commander that is talked about being bannable. I don't think it needs a ban. I don't. It just feels so bad sometimes. But there are a lot of like very, very powerful cards that can feel bad sometimes. I don't think anything with the format needs to change right now. I really don't. We have the Mental Misstep if they go to kill this. But they're not. Let's go. Let's punt. Let's keep punting like a dumb punter. Oh my goodness, Andrew. I played the wrong land. 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 It's fine. It's fine. It might only cost us the game. But it's a game. It's fine. Now if they Fury me, I might concede. After just so bad. Oh, that was so bad. We'll see. Oh, opponent is so nice. They message saying this seems like a cool deck and they'd like to try it. Thank you so much, Crash X. I appreciate you. Blue, green, white. Cast Helga. Helga resolves. Combat. I'm trying to decide if I want to attack or just be able to chump this guy. I'm going to attack. All right. I told our opponent what a beating that Fury was, and they just sent me the, like, X big smile face, and I totally agree. I think that's the right reaction. Oh my god, again! Where's my white card? You monster! Okay. Yes, Helga can go to the command zone. It's like, it's so funny how little I mind any of this happening if an opponent's just like casually chatting with me. I love you. Like, Magic is so fun when it's like personable and social, even if that's just like typing away at each other. I just like it. I don't know. Whatever. Stupid Fire Covenant that sucked. uh, uh, I'm gonna impend. I'm gonna impend this Overlord right now, so I can try to find a. This still doesn't tap for blue, so I can try to find a white card to protect Helga next turn. Let's go Hedge Maze. Yeah, I'm not using that mana most likely. Do I want this dork? I don't. I think we're past the mana dorks are useful phase of the game. So we can discard Utopia Sprawl land. Or no, we only have to discard one card. Utopia Sprawl's free. I want the land, but I also want Misstep and a pitch card for Reverend Mantra, so let's do that. Okay. Decision made. Overlord ticks down. It won't be a creature forever and ever, but Fire Covenant is sick. It is funny how, like, I always like playing creature decks, and when they feel bad, they just feel awful. And when you run over an opponent, you're like, oh my god, creatures are the best. How could I ever lose with a creature deck? Just interesting. Yep, they get to bash. 3 cards. Wow. Okay, so now Flamewar is doing the Flamewar card advantage thing. Man, that's a lot of card advantage. What do you got for me? Fable of the Mirar Breaker. I should not have F6'd because of mental misstep. Like that. That's a pretty good target. I don't think I win if they're trampling and gaining life. I just don't. Noble Hierarch's not it. Colorless. Green. Blue. 1 and 2. To cast Helga. Alright, if we can untap and draw something good. That's obviously a lot to ask, but that's what we need. It's just quite simply what we need. They have 5 mana. 4/3 attacker. Stop it. Stop tapping, man. This freaking guy. Alright, Tulane, you're out. The White Fury. You kill all my things for free? I say, please don't kill my things for free. Oh, a Fatal Push. No, just a Ghostfire Slice. No! So dead. That was rough. I think we're dead. I think we're pretty dead. These last few matches, it feels like things have been pretty hopeless, to be honest. I'll take a draw and then concede. I don't even know what we could, like, possibly have. Yeah, okay, GG's. Oh, opponent is so nice. Okay. GG's, friend. You ruined me. You ruined me. Alright, that's an 05 with Helga, Skittish Seer. I wasn't expecting to do great. I thought 2-3 would be reasonable. This deck, it feels like there is almost something there. You have to be able to beat Spider-Man and Aragorn and various red decks. And the Spider-Man match, I'll go through them one by one. So the first match against Atraxa, just absolutely ran out of clock, having fun and casting spells and drawing cards and gaining life and making my frog big and comboing. That was sweet. You could really see the power of the deck in that game. And when it's going off, it is so much fun. Round 2 against Lightpaws felt pretty competitive. We had the one game again where it just absolutely popped off. And then had kind of the game 3 awkward Static Prison and Palace Jailer, and they had protection. And I tapped weird and could have gone for Palace Jailer the turn before. Pretty inconsequential as such things go. But again, we got to really see the one game with the deck going crazy. Match 3, Aragorn felt like a bad matchup, to be honest, but we did have the one super convincing win where we just got to make a billion mana and walking ballista them. We had the one where we didn't see. Was this? Did we get? We got mana flooded or mana screwed in one of them. I can't remember. It's been a long league. And then the third game where they just had interaction for everything we did was not competitive. That happens. Match 4 against Spider-Man felt terrible. The first game not seeing lands, and then the second game getting Magus of the Moon. It did feel like after getting Magus off the board, like we might have maybe had a chance, kind of, which I think speaks to the power of Helga as an engine. If you get to untap with her and have something to trigger her in hand, it feels crazy when the engine is running. And then that last match against Flamewar, um, our deck's not beating Fury or Fire Covenant. It's just not. Helga's pretty fragile before you start triggering her. We're reliant on mana dorks. Getting our board wiped is obviously a huge issue, but that's true of pretty much every creature deck in this format. I wouldn't take this to an event for sure, but boy, was it really fun. So we have completed the trilogy of Bloomborough Frogs. Flubs, bad. Sorry, Ryan. Flubs is bad. Um, Ryan crushed me with Flubs. I just had no idea how to play it and did terribly. Glarb. I think Glarb is good. That was the league I played. Glarb is the worst I think maybe I've ever played Magic, and just kind of whatever. Um, and then this league was another 05, but the deck was really fun to play at least, and felt insane at times. Variance is variance, some mana flood, some mana screw. But yeah, this one's a fun one. I would recommend taking this to like a casual duel night or an F&M, because you can just have those crazy pop-off turns that feel like you're the most powerful wizard. Overall, Bloomborough Frogs. Oh no, I just the math. 1-14 with Bloomborough Frogs. And I love frogs. Sag. But if you're still here and watching, thank you so much for dueling with me. This one was a lot of fun, and I'll see you next time.